Do-do. 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 Dude.
I'm just gonna do really random things.
Eren Yeager. I saw this thing. It was like some like stand-up comedian. I'm like talking to the crowd, and it was like, "What are you guys? You guys like where are y'all from?" And they were like from like Romania or something like that, or Slovenia. And they were like, "Oh, what are your guys' names?" And this one guy's name was like some like Eastern European name. The other guy's name was Armin, and then the other guy's name was like Joe. But you could hear in the crowd someone go like, "Eren, yay!"
Oh, guys, hold on. Let's take a. Are we able to take pictures for?
Yeah, just
Discord.
Discord.
How do you do it?
just take a picture.
Get in.
Do hashtag finale gang. Hashtag attack on Titan finale.
All right, let's get started. In.
Oh God,
Hey,
hold on, no.
Hey. We've come so far. When was our starting date?
November.
Oh.
You mean the channel?
No, for this show.
It's like
AOT.
November.
Shout out to every single 100 or 50 of you who were there since the first release.
Hey everybody!
I'm Sam.
I'm Will.
And I'm Adam, and we are
Working Title!
Freedom.
Guys, it is time. We have come so far, and it has been a long-ass journey. It is Season 4, Episode 75 of Attack on Titan, Above and Below.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so nervous.
I don't even know what to really say.
Sam.
Thank you
Oh.
for everyone who has stayed with us from the very few 50 to 100 to a couple hundred back in the start of our show who have been here since the start. And thank you for everyone who's joined in on the journey. I don't know, you guys say so. Well, just that.
Yeah, guys, we really appreciate you for checking out our reactions, specifically Attack on Titan. I hope you enjoy this reaction to the season finale and stay after because we will have a very long discussion like we always do. And remember us when the next part comes out for the end of season 4 and the end of the show.
Yeah, we're all caught up to you guys now. We're gonna be in the same boat together for the devastation or majestic something of what's gonna happen next.
Nice. Guys, last on, where were we?
Eren basically said "fuck you" to everybody.
Yep. He has them all rounded up in jail.
Yes. Zeke broke out of the forest.
Didn't make it far.
Didn't make it far. Oh no! Wait, no. Last on was Zeke's whole past.
Yeah, I mean...
Zeke's whole past.
We now know the intentions behind Zeke, and we also know what the show is making us think is also Eren's belief, though that may not be true.
Yeah.
True.
The brothers are shaping up to get ready for something, even though one of them is down for the count. We don't know what is the whereabouts of the Beast and or Captain Levi. Yeah, all our friends are in prison right now, and the Jaegerists are rounding up anyone who's loyal to a cause. We don't know what the cause is yet. We know the rumbling is a potential option, so what the hell is going to happen?
And we know Peak, and I would assume the rest of our Marley Titan shifters and maybe some Marley forces are inbound and undercover.
Oh yeah, Peek's already here.
So I hope there's war. I'm ready for all-out war. It's been a fun time of intrigue, but I just want to see just like chaos.
Yeah.
It's been shaping up for horrible things, so I think it's time.
Guys, if you like our reaction, leave a like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we drop more anime reactions and Attack on Titan when we come back next year. Comment down below what you think about our reaction. And hey, there's a Patreon. AOT's done. If you want to check out the new show that we are starting soon, Patreon already knows, but you'll find out soon enough.
Yes,
hit the link in the description and help support the channel. We really appreciate when you guys do that.
It's not a market substitute, guys. Go on whatever anime streaming service you prefer. Watch Attack on Titan over there first, and come back to YouTube and watch our reaction. We love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Punch it.
Bow! Oh my god.
Oh, good. Picking up right where we left
Oh,
off.
thank you, Lord.
Is he alive? Oh, hell.
Oh, they heard the explosion. Jinx. That was crazy. A thunder spear. Frick! Sorry.
And that was Hanji and Flock?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because she knows where they're hiding.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they're taking her. God, to imagine that Armin and Mikasa and them aren't going to be here for this.
Oh! Oh.
Ew, he looks pale.
What was the other thing up there? There's no sound.
I mean, we know you're alive, bro.
Oh.
Who's that?
Wow.
Oh,
Whoa.
no!
Who the hell is that? Oh, is that the one that,
They'll become the beast. Oh.
No.
No, it's the one that was holding
Oh,
him.
yeah, it's the one.
Oh,
Oh!
is he gonna take him? Yeah. What the hell?
Oh, what the hell? Okay, Zeke's fine. He's alive.
Ew.
They all just watch that?
No, they're not near. Alright, we gotta do it.
One last time, guys. Oh, ponytails! Ah! I have cramps in my hip.
Oh my god. I did it like earlier. I was like, I think I got it right. Oh.
It's gonna be weird to watch.
I'm so.
It's gonna be weird to watch this live with everybody else.
Oh my gosh, yeah. One a week.
Like, we've kind of felt so disconnected in a way where, like, we're behind on it, but soon it's like we're gonna be literally with everybody. The millions of people that watch this show.
If this comes out on a Sunday,
We're here.
we're here.
Yep.
Turn it up!
As above, so below. Great horror film.
Thriller. Oh, Senna.
Romance.
Nami.
我々の要求通り、ここ志願しなくに兵士を集結くださるとは。
脊髄液をもらえたのであれば残された手はあるまい。いつ巨人にされるやもしれんのだ。人払い済みのここ以外に我々を収容できるとはなかろう。
Not like they had much choice in the matter.
Oh, yeah, you better believe Pixis the drinker is definitely gonna be a Titan.
お許しください、司令殿。
Oh, do you see they have them armbanded?
Yeah.
To show that who drank.
答える必要はありません。
お許しを。どうやらより早く願えるほどより良き立場
Wait, maybe, I don't know. What's the white one mean then?
He's
a scout.
Oh, so proud proof you're a Jaegerist. Red means you drank the wine?
But still a Jaegerist?
No, they're the ones that just joined up because they
Right there.
They drank the wine.
Oh, with black.
Oh, so they did it unknowingly.
Yeah.
花から毒を持ったワインを振る舞う客人を信用しなかった我々は賢明であったのやら愚かであったのやら
Yeah.
あなた方は愚かにも賢明です。
Both foolish and wise.
最初から私たちとジークをただ信じていれば。
世界が救われると申したのか。これよりジークとエレンは接触し小規模の地ならしを発動させ世界の国々に今後50年島には手出しできぬと思い知らせることが計画の
Oh
はず。
boy, here we go.
So she's not with
救われ
them?
るのはこ
No,
の島だけではないのか。
十分あなたた
Because
ち
the real plan is genocide.
その慈悲に対し、あなたたちは寝首をかこうと応じた。ジークは世界を救う神でありますので、罰が下ることでしょう。
Yelena, why?
お前はなんでエレンにタコ殴りにされたんだ そろそろ話してもいいだろう。
He's starting to look a lot like Bertold to me
Yeah.
personally.
ミカサを傷つけたってどんな風に？
Told her she was. No, they have to know, man.
いや、よくねえよ。どう傷つけたのか話してくれ。
おい、もう十分だろちゃん。奴は完全にクソ野郎になっちまったってことだ。
何かそこに奴の真意があるんじゃないのか。
I wonder. I wonder
お
if.
久しぶりで
Oh
す。
no.
志願者の英雄の皆さん、こ
Heroes of
のような
Shinganshina.
場所での再会、
うまくことが運んで気分がいいだろう。エレンはお前を介してジークの思い通りに動き、マーレを襲撃させ、エルディア国民の支持を得て。
Yeah, they played both sides like a fiddle.
100年遅れのこの未開の島
Come on, man.
お前らが快適に暮らすためにだろう。島の統治者となるお前らが
Yeah.
騙された奴が負けた。たったそれだけのことだ。クリーズ、悪魔どもに肩入れして裏切ったのはお前だろう。あんたと悪魔の末裔の芋くせえ女
Punch him in his nose right now. Who re-
Gotta be quicker, Niccolo.
俺に毎晩あの女のこと聞かせやがって。あのバイタが死んで正気に戻るかと
Oh my god.
てめえがなっつったわかるように言ってやる。あのバイタは
Oh my god.
Put.
Oh!
彼の非礼をお詫びいたします。もうあなた方を悪魔と罵る輩はこの島に必要ありません。そして信じてください。我々の真の目的はマーレへの復讐などという空虚なものではありません。エルディアとマーレでさえも救うことが目的なのです。包み隠さず全てをお話し
Oh
します。
no, she's gonna fill them in on the genocide, euthanization.
安楽死計画のすべて。
よう、サシャを殺したガキ。
何の用？
ファルクを助けたかったら協力しよう。壁内の侵入者が反応を示すように。
What?
What?
動かないで。ガビも静かに。
Oh, she was with him for a second.
静かに。
They already knew that they were here.
エレン・イエラ
Dude, she stabbed that guy in the neck.
よね。
No remorse.
I legit thought that she had sided with Eren when I saw her walk
Same.
in.
Yeah.
エレン、ポケットから手を出して。
He's already like bleeding.
従わなければどうなる？
Yeah, it's like
引き
well,
金を引く。
you're not gonna. She can't kill him.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna risk killing the person with all
ま
the
だ
stuff.
待てないのか。今引き金を引かないなら何しにここに来た？手をポケットに入れたままだとどうなる？
どうなるか君は知ることはできない。
Your
床
brain's
に散ら
hit.
ばった後
いや、
じゃ。
わかる。あんたは撃たない。始祖の巨人を殺すことは許可されてない。命令は必ず始祖を奪還せよだ。
Yeah.
この後に及んでも、あんたは一旦巨人になってから俺を生かしたまま食わなくちゃいけない。だろ？
Do it.
ガビ、引き金から指を外して。
Yeah.
重大な軍規違反のツケを払うのは、あんただけじゃなく
Her
て、
whole family.
収容区の家族も一緒だ。
はい、撃てません。あなたを食べることも本当無理あると思うし。
So what was the point of this right here? Like what?
Right.
フィリックさん、賞賛もなしに全世界を敵に回したわけじゃないんでしょ。でも賞賛って始祖の力以外に何
Something more? What do you mean?
She doesn't know about the euthanization thing. She's trying to figure out what their plan is. You gotta remember, no one knows about
何が
that.
望む？
I forget.
今すぐ私の家族を収容所から出して
I
あ
don't
げて。
buy it.
私はたった一人の家族である父にまともな医療を受けさせるため戦士になった。
You don't believe that?
父
I don't trust her.
私
I mean,
に命を
surely,
残されてい
but
ないことを知った父は
everybody's gonna have their own
悲しみに
stake in something.
死ぬ前にそのためにはマーレを叩き潰す必要がある。
What? I don't
私は
believe
何で
this
も
at
協力
all.
する。マーレを皆殺しにできるのなら私は何だってやる。
Get eaten. That's probably what he's gonna say. Let me eat you.
It's crazy that she didn't know anything about Zeke, considering she spent so much time with him.
ジークさんだった。フィクさんもなの。私たちは何のために戦ってい
We've
た
all
の？
been fighting for ourselves.
Freedom.
重要なエルディア人だと世界から認められたら
No.
Fuck no.
Poor Gabby.
なかったの？あなたもジークと同じ裏切り者なの？ガビ、私たちは マーレ人
Yeah.
エルディア人
It's a good point. It's a good point.
私たちを
No.
Honorary. That's no such thing, man.
違う
And no one cares about
私たち
Reiner.
はユーリルの民スラバ要塞で見た通り巨人の力はいずれ通用しなくなる私たちはマーレに用済みとされて
Right.
いずれみんな殺されるの
Oh,
善良なエルディア人であることを証明し続けても
yeah.
私たちが解放される日は来ない
You'll live out your days in a cage.
私たちの力で人権を勝ち取るしかないの
Oh my.
証明しよう。
Prove it.
あんたがこっちに協力するってのは何か証拠に
How?
し
Oh! How?
この町に潜む仲間の位置を教え
What?
どうやって。
この建物の屋上に行けばすぐに指をさせる
Ugh.
Wait,
いいだ
Whoa.
we've already had. I have wind marker.
Yeah.
I feel like they did it in the beginning so that we have a big M
こ
piece.
の世から巨人がいることで存在する苦しみが生じなくなるのです
Everyone will be
ゆ
euthanized.
っくりと地ならしの抑止力を行使できるよう始祖と王家の継承維持が不可欠なままです幸いにしてヒストリア女王は世継ぎを授かっております
You want to tell us who the
そ
dad
の子
is?
が天命を全うするまで数名の
So do you not think it's Eren who's the dad?
I'm not sure.
かの兄弟はこの先何千年も語り継がれる象徴となるのです古代の神
Oh, jeez.
Stop.
そして二人は死後も救世主として人類を照らす太陽となる
What's happening?
Oh gosh.
どうされました
What?
そのような尊いお考えがあった感動いたしました
What?
He's trying to play her. He's playing her. There's no way.
嬉しいですあなたにも分かっていただけ
It's so beautiful.
私はあなたたちの仲間になれたってことでいいの
Fuck no.
あんたが他の侵入者を差し出せば
Is other invaders like Reiner in the
Yeah,
crew?
that's what they're
Or
talking
like
about.
other
後に
people?
巨人化すればその子は粉々だ。
安心してこの子もすぐに分かってくれるか
方だって。
らよろしくね
Nah, I think Adam's right.
Porco. Porco's right there.
Yeah, he is.
Porco's right there.
You're right. You're so right. She's just gonna take him to the roof to get like drawn
マ
out.
ルコもここにいる。ジークの脊髄液を口にしちまっている。
どういうこと
さ
I
あ、
love that Eren knows everything.
脊髄液入りのワインが口に入ったって話だ。
私のせいで
Yeah, it was. But you're a kid. You didn't know any better.
ジークの脊髄液で兵団を支配したのでジークにはなぜそんな特別な能力があるのでしょう
I
Yeah.
forgot. I forgot they don't know.
Beats me.
Yeah,
Do you
he's
know?
such a lie.
Yeah.
He knows everything.
誰も知らなかったジーク以外は
Ugh.
ジークは常に嘘をつき続けているように見えていたそれが確信に変わったのが4年前あなたを目の前にして初めて本音を話したから
That he would come and save him.
信じてほしい俺はお前の理解者だ
Yeah.
いつかお前を救い出してやるからな
ええあの女を信用する
Yeah, no, you're right. She's playing them.
Can't she just become the cart and take Gabby with her?
No, because she'll kill Gabby.
Can't she like transform with the mouth open?
Yeah, she could do something like that, like Reiner did. Reiner was right next to
Yeah.
ところで
Falco.
まだ始祖の力は使わないのジークはどこ
Shut up.
すぐにわかることだ。示せ。敵はどこにいる。
Now Eren knows. He knows everything.
Oh my god, I cannot.
What is happening?
I'm so scared right now.
The sky?
They'll run off.
Jump.
Jump.
She's gonna jump off.
そこ
The invaders.
Yeah. Bullshit, man.
Oh, I'm so ready.
She's just trying to draw him outside.
That's Porco.
Here we
Yeah. Oh my god, so close. Oh, we got his legs.
With blood, does that count?
Yeah. What does that mean?
It's not his spine.
go.
Oh my god. Wait. Oh, Warhammer abilities.
Oh no!
Did he form from the ground up right there?
He did. I think it wasn't from the sky.
巨人たちが動き出した。
Oh my god!
Guardian!
やっぱり難しいよね。リクさん裏切ったんじゃなかったの？ガビン、私が仲間を呼ぶと思ったの。でもマーレに仕えても私たちに。
And you still don't have a future with that.
She wasn't wrong.
Oh my god.
私は一緒に戦ってきた。
Yeah, she said, I don't trust Marley, but I trust my comrades.
Oh, let's go. Oh, Drop Titans!
話が上がってるピークとガリオン
Oh, yeah.
Reiner.
And Colt, the useless one.
始祖の巨人だエレリアの雪辱を果たせ
Let's go!
Oh, don't end.
Yeah, seriously.
No way. Come on. Come on.
Is it? This is the end. Are you serious?
Oh my gosh, there's no possible way.
Are
that's
you
the
for
end.
real?
That is not the end. Are you kidding me?
It definitely is.
Are you shitting me?
About to get battle after battle after battle.
I'm so annoyed right now.
I know, me too! What is this?
Oh my gosh. Is there an end credits?
I don't think
we'll
so,
find
but
out.
we'll let it play.
Dude,
I'm very
what?
irritated.
Same!
Oh my gosh. Okay. Nothing happened!
I was just about to say that! I feel like nothing happened!
I was just sitting here like, oh, this is great. I mean, Yelena's cool. Not really. Not
I heard
really.
you say when I was in the bathroom that you know there was a cliffhanger, so I was like, well,
Brianna Tarth
I was
just...
expecting something
She literally
crazy.
just wasted 10 minutes of our time.
What? This is... Are you serious?
I'm gonna be real. Least favorite episode of this season.
Same! What?
I'm hyped. I'm ready. I'm so annoyed how hard I just got teased over nothing.
It was just a setup for what we're gonna get next. You guys, relax. We're good. We know that there's more show to come.
Okay.
Will, you need to start us or something.
I'll
I'm
start.
so mind blown.
I'll start us.
When did this end for people?
Just look up IMDb when it last. What was the release date of the?
This came out in March, the end of March. So you were right. Definitely a cliffhanger episode. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
I really feel like the halfway point was very fast.
Yes, it was.
I thought it was like in the first 5 minutes. Like, I mean, we had the Zeke thing.
Yeah.
There are some really crazy things to talk about for this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
But
Dude, oh my god. We still don't even know what happened to Levi.
no, we don't.
What the...
He's not dead though. They don't listen. They don't kill your guy, them like the most loved guy, and then not show him for the rest of the season for him to be dead next season.
Can I play that scene again?
Of
What
Zeke
scene?
Of Zeke?
and Levi,
Yeah.
or the stomach thing.
No. Before that.
They're fine.
Okay.
Zeke blew up, and Levi's MIA. He's
Okay.
probably injured, but he's not. They're not killing the best hope for humanity next to Mikasa. Like you can't.
Off camera.
No, you can't do that. Okay, to start, why don't we talk about the first thing,
Okay.
which was easily the craziest thing for me.
Okay. I want to hear.
Go
it from
ahead.
you.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was what?
Zeke getting put inside... Getting unborn. No cap!
No. Okay, I'm curious about the girl he saw. in the
Yeah.
flash. Like, what was that? Like, I just don't understand who that's supposed to be. Because he says, like,
Am I
oh,
dying?
am I dying? I'm cold. What's going on? And then it just has a flash of this girl in a pink dress with, like,
A basket.
a bread or flour basket or whatever. And then she, like, or a picnic basket. And then it just flashes to his little carrying Titan crawling out. And
Can we see? Can you go to that scene?
Oh, now I can. Okay.
Look, the girl I want to see. Levi, we know is safe. Okay.
it's so quiet, not cold. He said it's so quiet. Am I dying? Is this death?
Whoa, she doesn't look happy.
Yeah, I don't recognize. At first, I thought it was the Sasha.
Looks like
girl
I thought it was Yelena.
Oh, it could be Ymir.
Ymir.
The first
Ymir.
the Ymir.
It could.
I'll pause it.
I mean, we're going into the final part of the show. Oh, we need somebody.
Here.
All right, go away. Whatever.
I mean, the issue is it's near impossible, but we do know there is a girl that we have to see at the tree, right?
It's a bucket for like a well.
Yeah, I mean, possibly Ymir,
Yeah.
I guess. Yono say.
Maybe instead of an apple that you're given, it's like a well, and you
Drink.
Spinal fluid.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
drink the
It's just-
water.
what if it's like spinal fluid under the earth? It's just the
gosh.
rivers of hell that you pull up and you just drink from.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I just thought
That's terrible.
when I thought of Yelena, or Ymir, I was like, well, she has to get it, right?
Oh.
I will preface this again. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, that's all.
Do not spoil if you are a manga reader. If you are a manga reader and you want to post something or you want to talk to random people on the internet about it in the comments section, manga, spoiler, 700 spaces
Yeah.
with the dashes, with the exclamation points, whatever, and then put it down there. Do not spoil the show for us or anybody that just watches the anime.
Or correct us of whether our theories are correct or not, because that's also a spoiler.
Yeah, just like, please, just
You can write spoilers, but do what he said. Do the spoiler.
do the
down.
spoiler.
Yeah.
Wow,
You can
Sam
see.
was exactly right at here,
Yeah.
this moment, whatever. Like, just
We'll read
don't.
it when we're
when we're
done the show.
all said and done.
because I do want to look back and see what people were talking about back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah, Will is right. There are little people inside the humans' napes.
there's little people inside of little people.
Still
inside of
valid.
little people.
Yeah.
Still valid.
Aliens.
We're still just as confused mostly as we were back then.
Stupid consciousness bullshit.
Yeah, instead of introducing new characters, I would say I didn't picture Ymir being a blonde person, but I mean,
Oh
if-
man, what does she look like in the book drawing?
We've seen like 7 different iterations. of her.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
I only said Ymir because this whole season they've been doing the tree thing with a girl on the bottom,
Well,
and
also-
it has made no appearance in the show. And this is the only girl who's an unknown.
And because Zeke has the most knowledge about Titans, and Ymir's the first Titan, supposedly.
Could it be this is Ymir keeping him alive?
For whatever purpose
Oh,
need
yeah.
be.
Maybe.
Here's a fun idea. The Titans so far have never died unless it's consumption by someone. Maybe it's Ymir shows up to keep him alive on that life support, the conscious thing. The conscious is her keeping him alive every time because the only way they should die is through passing on and keeping her spirit alive.
Yeah,
So the surrogate spirit Ymir saves them
yeah.
until they can heal themselves. Maybe that's what the bucket is. Water to keep his life force. I don't know.
She's collecting the raindrops.
I mean, this episode was not frustrating because we got nothing. It was frustrating because they dropped so many new things with no context. This girl, the weird thing going on with Zeke in the belly of the beast, a lack of knowledge of Marley's goals right now, the like unsurety of like what exactly they want. We know their general idea, but like what are the specifics of what they hope to accomplish here? And then going forward, like where will they align? Yelena in general, I guess. I really just don't know what to expect.
Same.
Like, is the reason we got so much time on Yelena spending like she was literally like 75% of the episode.
Yeah.
Was the reason they spent so much time doing that was because this is like the last time our characters will be told the goal.
plan.
Like they're not gonna be near. Because normally when a character lays out a full plan, it means that chaos is gonna ensue, and now they know the info for the rest of the next half. We don't need to do any more of this little speech later down the line. We know Yelena and the Zeke team's goal.
Yeah.
And this was just establishing, because like Will said, we all knew it because we just watched Zeke's flashback. This was the episode showing the characters, hey, this is the goal, and now going forward we can do whatever the hell we want. Everybody knows what everybody is doing.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a jump to.
No,
the next
no,
one.
it was good.
I mean, here's the other thing that's kind of like tough about it too is just like piecing together. Like, she came down to those guys specifically to tell just them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she only tells them of their plan, which is, again, another thing of, like, I wonder if Eren is trying to save his friends specifically.
Right.
I mean, granted, there is it might just be coincidence because the whole Sasha's family's down there in Niccolo, which mean nothing to Eren specifically. You know what I mean? So it could be nothing, but it's just weird that she went ahead and told them the whole plan. Whereas, I mean, granted, we didn't see the full extent of the Pixis conversation. You know what I mean? Because he was saying, wait, I thought the plan was to do a rumbling and hold off the people for 50 years. And she was like, that was the plan when you guys didn't take our first, or when you did not take our first initial offer. Like, the game has changed. Even though for Zeke, he's always planned this, but Yelena might not know that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So. Zeke has always had the euthanization plan, like we saw.
He was talking about it when he was like 15 years old.
Yeah, but like he didn't make his team privy to that. He didn't tell Yelena and the really close zealots
until more recent,
and
then
then
within the past few years,
and then wait until the situation gets bad and pose. This is the only solution, guys. We have to do this. Like that might not have been his selling pitch to people.
Yeah,
the selling pitch would have been restore Eldia. All right, now people don't like us.
Start the mini
Here's the
rumbling.
only other option. We just need to end it all.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. Also, the whole thing they're doing in Paradise with like the armbands and all that. I'm like, what the? Like.
So can you tell me what each of those were?
So white were Jaegerists. So the white bands were Jaegerists.
Yep.
The red ones were people that drank the wine
knowingly.
I don't know. I couldn't remember if it was knowingly or they just decided like we're going to align ourselves with the Jaegerists and
have drank.
They know the plan. They knew about the wine. They knew the wine was tainted.
Okay,
well, I think they found out about it after fact. Like they drank because I mean clearly he didn't. He was like I found out I was tainted and I decided to join sides.
So that's smart. So that's like if the Jaegerists go into a battle and something happens, they know, hey, I need to keep my distance from this Jaegerist because he is marked as a red. So
and
if something goes off, I need to run this way. But he's still aligned with me.
And then black was they had no idea.
And they just drank the wine. So like a ticking time.
Who is not a Jaegerist. Yeah. So the black symbolizes
like
not an ally,
like
but also like an explosive danger. He's like C4.
Yeah. Pixis, Nile, like people like that. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
It makes sense though. Mr. Pixis always drinks a good liquor. He knows the elegant taste, so you couldn't deny the Marleyan, the rich Marleyan wine. And it's going to be his downfall. We talked about Ymir for a quick second. Zeke, and that was the Titan
that was carrying him.
Yeah, who was carrying him and then jumped away from him when he went into the ape mode. Do you think there's anything to read into it? I mean, that thing was...
It had blonde hair.
But what is noticeable about it is...
No, it didn't.
It had brown hair. It was like ginger. What is the color between
Auburn.
amber? Yeah. What is worth noting though is it's still like following a code, a command post
transformation.
Yeah.
Royal blood.
And that's
He didn't even say anything. It just picked him up.
Remember how I think one of my initial first hot takes on the abnormal thing was that they were giving codes to behave crazy and then they just forgot to tell them to stop. It could still be that in a weird way. I don't know how that would answer. That only doesn't work because there was some abnormals at the wall with Kruger and Gersha.
They were all
at conception.
Yeah.
And we also don't know how those ones were made, like whose serum was those ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's another hard thing. But what is cool is they can still act independent almost off of a code and continue to behave out of patterns. But what do you think he told that one? I mean, was this was...
Like I said, it looked like he didn't say anything to it. It just acted.
Well, I mean, he
could have done something before.
But he hasn't said, like... The only time he's ever talked to them, any Titan, has been in Season 2, and he was like, stop.
Yeah.
Well, when Levi appeared, he said, kill him. and it charged after Levi.
Yeah, but like all the other times, he just like lets them go. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that like the fact of him speaking or not speaking really like matters. Other than we just don't know like what exactly he told it to do.
Yeah, it reminds. Go ahead.
I just feel like they're like pets at that point.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a dog. Like if a dog sees if your dog sees you falling over limping, it's gonna come and like coddle you or try and like help you out as best as it can. It probably is the same thing, that it just like it sees that master is dead and I need to pick it up. And I mean, he might have been like, rip open your stomach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That was disgusting.
It reminds me a lot of Isla's notebook, the one that like
Rips its face off.
well like carries the body and like puts in the tree. Also, that's also wild too, because like now, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Sorry, the whole. I mean, just the fact that we've seen the tree thing. They kept calling her Ymir. Like what?
But it's also wild too, because
What?
like now we know like personally Ymir is not our Ymir. It's
The Ymir.
The Ymirs. Like it was a Titan honoring just another person of their own type, you know, but picked her up and carried her to a tree and placed her inside it. So that's wild.
God.
I mean, I
Holy shit.
know specifically because that one was Ymir's best friend who thought she looked like our Ymir.
Right.
But the tie to it.
Forgot about that.
But the tie to it
Yes.
still fits of like Ymir, a tree, what we've been seeing in the end credit.
I got confused for a second. I forgot our Ymir is named after the Ymir.
Yeah.
And I forgot that she was friends with the tree titan.
Yes.
Dear Lord. Okay. A lot of stuff. I'm going to have to rewatch the show. Like, I've already rewatched it twice. I'm going to have to rewatch it again before we jump into the part 2 of this show for its finale or final season.
What is your take on like Mikasa's like still defending of Eren up until this point?
And do you think it's the imprint?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not necessarily asking for like an answer. I'm just asking for more like an opinion on it.
She
I mean,
still
you
has
could-
feelings for him. That's what I think.
I mean, maybe it is like, we were I was upset that I wanted Armin and Mikasa to have at least questioned Eren at the dinner table and maybe call him for being a cap, like lying right in front of them.
Well,
So maybe she
wouldn't
suspects
you
that...
say Armin technically did when he's like, look, who's a slave now?
Well, that would make me think that he doesn't believe that Eren is lying and that he does mean it because he was trying to insult Eren. He was trying to insult Eren as if like he had taken offense to what just transpired. Mikasa, on the other hand, like maybe there's something in her that makes her feel like he was just lying to like distance.
She's
hoping.
It's denial.
Here's what's weird though: why did Eren have to do that? Considering like the end result is still the jail. Like why? Like he placed him in jail. What was the purpose of telling her I hate you? Like what does that do? Does that do anything?
See that, but that's the thing is like kind of like how I was questioning earlier, like the whole Yelena telling them the whole deal, like
what is
Eren wants to protect
A select few, yeah.
Like wants to protect his homies,
Yeah.
and specifically, I mean, back in time, he said protect. You know, with Eren Kruger, you got to protect Eren and Armin and Mikasa. So. What that's the thing. It's just one of those things where it's like maybe he's pushing them away. Like I said this in one of the other episodes. Like maybe he's pushing them away, so they don't follow after him.
Yeah.
Just like I said back in episode 10 of season 1, like they literally were willing to follow him to like the ends of the earth. Like before we knew anything about anything, they were like, yeah, like we'll just desert the military and just go run back to Shiganshina. When they didn't even know anything. So it's like, maybe he's just trying to like double down and make sure that they don't follow him to a point that they're like the point of no return.
Hell.
Yeah. But that's my only explanation for that as to why he would treat them like that considering his past. And I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine he was telling the truth of that he's always hated them.
In earlier
Or
seasons,
he always hated her.
Did Eren say a lot like, this is not your fight, it's my fight? Not specifically to them, but did he just say it?
Well, he would run off and he would tell them to not follow him.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
when
it's
he
that
wants
still?
to join the recruits, Armin says, "I have nothing else to do," and he says, "No, like don't do that."
Yeah.
And Mikasa's like, "I'm coming too." He's like,
Yeah.
the whole like,
He's not trying to get
I
his
will
friends
protect you.
killed.
You'll die, Eren, if I'm not with you.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
well, I guess we're all together.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like the purpose of keeping Mikasa and Armin. Like, they're his friends. Is this like God deciding, the God of the Old Testament deciding to keep a select few through the flood? Or is it more than that? It's not like he's choosing people to stay and produce again. Or is it like there's goals for these people? Kind of like, or he might have a goal for Reiner or something.
I think it's goals because,
He let him live.
well, yeah, I mean, Armin's gonna die soon.
And I know you guys were kind of talking about Falco, like setting Falco up to be the hero to kill Eren after Eren's done all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't see it anymore.
Would you think that could work for Armin, the Colossal, or Mikasa?
Well, she...
Not so Mikasa, I don't think.
I just don't really know. It's there's so much like my mind is just a cloud right now.
Yeah.
Like I really don't know.
Okay, but here's one thing, too, to remember. So, like, when they're walking up the steps, like, just to run through it. So, Peaks jumps in, kills the person, lies to get Eren on the roof. Like, they're trying to find out where the Founding Titan was so Marley could initiate their, like, all-out attack on him.
Yeah.
But as they're walking up the steps, or when Eren first walks in the room, he says, "Do you want to save Falco?" And she's like, "Wait, what?" And then, as they're walking up the steps, they're like, "Hey, if you want to save Falco, just listen to what I say, Gabby." Like, what could he want Gabby to do?
Yeah.
To save, like...
That didn't get resolved.
Yeah, so I don't know, like, what... Because at this point, Falco's screwed. Like, he ingested
Zeke's spinal
fluid, so he's going to turn into a Titan.
So why is he screwed? Because other people consume the stuff too. Like
It's
you
when
mean
wasn't in
Zeke-
range.
It's when Zeke activates it. Zeke screams just like he did when they were all falling out of the plane in episode 1.
yeah, but like
of this
everybody
season.
else is susceptible too. So you just mean like he's just a part of everybody else.
Yeah.
Like Pixis can become a dumb Titan too.
Yeah, but
Yes.
well, why does Pixis matter to Gabby?
Falco.
Oh no, I'm just sorry. I'm not talking about Gabby.
It's another
I was just
miscalculation of his.
I was just wondering why.
You're on another conversation.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's okay.
It's another miscalculation by Zeke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of those things.
Yeah.
One of those things.
Gabby fucked everything up again.
How so? Oh,
It was
because
the first time
Oh, because
she was not supposed to get on the airship with them.
Yeah, her and Falco are literally like the wrench in every one of these plans.
Yeah.
Like every step along the way, they're like, we didn't expect these freaking kids. Like,
Right.
and it would have been over if they just stayed in the prison, but they're still
Exactly.
following to the end. Oh my gosh.
I find it interesting that she's still like trying to wrap her head around like I've always been told these are devils and like why am I still alive?
I mean, in fairness, she's been raised this way from like a little kid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like Eren getting the mindfuck of like, I've always wanted to kill all these Titans. Like ever since I was little, my goal has been to go outside beyond the wall, kill everything, explore, see everything, and then he grows up and he realizes, damn, these are all my like brothers.
Yeah.
What did he call them? Patriots.
Yes.
Calls them patriots, and like it's like that mindfuck, which clearly sent him down a rabbit hole of despair to where he's at now.
Yeah.
And Gabby's going through the same thing, whereas like she's just like bred her whole life to be like, a good little Eldian, and you'll become an honorary Marleyan at some point. But all you gotta do is go over there and kill all these people, no matter what. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Brainwashed.
Okay. What's actually wild, and I wonder, what do you think is the real purpose of the Titans? Just like real hot take. In general, because I was thinking like about what you were saying right there, and then I was thinking like everybody's now kind of holding them to like a bit of a higher regard. Like Levi's having a little bit harder time killing the ones that were his buddies. Eren treating them like people that might have grown up with him.
And the Fritz is saying the world will be better if humans are ruled by Titans.
Well, also just seeing like kind of how, not majestic is the right word, but kind of, because it's gross, the belly scene. It's almost just like like it is gross, but it's like it feels like a sentient animal, like a creature, kind of like you said, like a dog that's loyal to its like owner. So it's like, what really was the intention of the Pure Titans? Like, what were they really a product of the Ymir, or were they a byproduct of the ethnic cleansing and the intermingling of species? Like that, we never got clarification on that either. Like breeding out the species of non-Eldians.
I thought they were like shitting the bed.
They're creating Pure Titans up there right now. Damn.
They're fucking.
But like, what do you think? Do you think that it's man product of intermingling, or do you think that's like something that was supposed to have a purpose? Like, it's so weird to me.
I think. I mean, this is shot in the dark because we don't really have an explanation. Yeah. I think that it was a mistake, like product of intermingling. Like maybe after Ymir dies and they split the 9, that they might have thought that they could make more Titan shifters. You know what I mean? Like.
So, let me ask you kind of a dumb question. Do you think? How did the first? I just don't understand.
Well, here's the thing. You got to remember what we learned in last episode with. Oh, never mind. I have an answer now. Okay, what did we learn last episode with Zeke that the founding Titan can do?
He can change the biology of Eldians.
Yes. So if that's the case, and that Titan has the ultimate control over all, and he can change biology, I would assume that at some point, if we did have a Titan war, that the king who had the founding Titan ability, he probably started a war with the Marleyans. I mean, we already know that's kind of what happened. There was the 100-year Great Titan War, but then there was also war and conquering before that. They probably decided, like, you other nations are trash. All of my peasants, I got 1,000 right here. Snap of the finger, now they turn into Titans. But they're dumb. And that's probably how the process started. You know what I mean? Because if they can change the biology, who says that they couldn't just turn them into Titans right then and there?
It's just Eldians he can change the biology?
Yes. The subjects of Ymir are the only ones that are affected by the founding Titan and Ymir's abilities.
Now, what I'm about to ask is kind of dumb, and there doesn't need to be an answer, because it would be like asking why were giraffes ever created, or like rhinos created. But like, what Titans? Why were they, like, the 9? It's almost like as dumb as asking like who created God, like, or like who created the devil.
Well, okay, I think the bigger question was why did Ymir happen? Because if she like, because let's just put into like a God gave her this gift of the ability, you know what I mean, or the devil, or whoever you want to think, elves, I don't know, they just bestowed upon her the power, and she died, but they didn't inform her. Oh, as a result, your power is going to be so strong that like you're like one person after you is not going to be able to handle it. You're going to have to spread it amongst your children. You know.
Even then, do we know it's that, or did she do it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like we don't know. I mean, she could have done it intentionally, but then the problem would come up as to why did you do that, because it caused all these problems, or it's like a devil's trick of like, you know, I'm going to give you this like really cool thing that's going to help the universe, but it's actually going to cause like 2,000 years of pain and trauma. You know what I mean?
What if it was like something like kind of what you just said, like this is too much power for somebody else to have. I know all this shit. I'm just going to split it so no one person can have it all.
That could be the case too, but then it still resulted in unknowingly.
War and chaos.
It still resulted in all the problems that we got today. What are you thinking?
I was gonna give a hot take.
Good.
And like confirm my stance right now going forward, but I kind of like hold on, I'm backtracking because it doesn't make sense with the idea of 9 Titans. I was gonna say what I'm gonna not put money on, but like just as a fun.
Camera.
You bastard. Be back.
All right, so what's your hot take? Or you want to go through the whole explanation again?
No, I just felt... Oh, yeah. I was going to decide right now to play a little fun game, because going into the final season, surely some things will get answered. Maybe in a minuscule way or made a big deal. I'm going to stay with my theory since season 2, I think is when I probably started it. I'm going to say it is aliens.
Okay.
I'm going to stay with that as long and as far as I can going into the next half. And I'm going to say they're going to do it in a way that's so minuscule that sci-fi fans can say that this was all sci-fi to begin with, just in a very indirect way. Kind of like Your Name was a sci-fi, but they just gloss it over as a romance movie. I'm going to say it's going to be like something very, very quickly covered, and it will answer everything, but they won't make it a big deal in the show where they show that, I don't know, I'll just give a scenario. This girl looks blind. There's a village somewhere in the early days of civilization. She comes across something that they're told not to go near, and she gets too close to the well. I don't know, something, and
what's that?
It's like a meteorite.
Chronicle.
I don't know, something like that, and one day it just got inside her, and then like hive mind, DMT style, Joe Rogan style, she made an interdimensional connection with something that gave her
a power
from another universe.
Are you seriously going to say that she ate shrooms and then just made a connection with a cross-dimensional being?
Dude, I don't.
I love that. I love that.
Like, what can we have to expect? I mean, if it's not that shit, we have other crazy shit. We got a tree of life.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, there is no route where it's not going to be crazy by the end of this.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to explain how people were gifted 9 giant beings. I mean, the only other option, and people can still consider it crazy for people who don't believe in gods or devils, is the gods and devils option.
Yeah.
If there are, in fact, that. So, the reason I said that is because I'm just going to stay with that for now, because I want to hear what your decision as of right now will be if you had to choose one stance going forward.
Before I say anything, I will definitely say that next season we're going to get whatever the result of this battle is. Like, I think that this battle is going to be like the ongoing of it, not just like Marley versus them, but like this battle that will then lead into, you know, I'm assuming like our Shiganshina hero crew like trying to retaliate also. Mm-hmm. Like whatever happens here, I think it's the final battle and like what we're really going to see. And I think we'll get answers as to the actual origins. Like, I think we will get, like, Ymir's story arc in the beginning.
Zeke has to tell us.
Yeah. You know what I'm actually really mind blown? I legitimately thought we were going to see the rumbling. By now. Legitimately, I thought we were going to see the rumbling.
I mean, we started this and you said, like, we're going to see a war. We're going to see a giant battle. You started
Well, that has to be part 2 now. Like, the rumbling, I think, will occur as some part of the huge battle. I don't know what form it will take, but I do agree with Will. Like, I think the next half will be like pictured as a giant visual war, but like we will take time with characters in this part of the world. Like, we're gonna have to get separated. I think this will be like a global World War III visualization.
Yeah,
where we are all
other nations too.
Everything. Like, we are spread.
Damn.
We are spread everywhere.
Well, and also it could be. I mean, it could just be like battle with Marley. Origin explanation of what's going on, recap of heroes of Shiganshina and what they're feeling, what they're thinking, and then the rumbling being like the penultimate, like, are we stopping it, are we joining in, or what? Maybe not necessarily the rumbling, but like euthanization, rumbling type of deal, like whatever. What I will say, I'll put my money on this. I'm probably going to regret it, but I'm going to go with...
For the origin?
Yes. I'm going to go with that it's going to be something very similar to, like, Garden of Eden, where it's the devil in some form lures in Ymir and gets her to... I'm going to say it's a fruit just because that's how they've, like, kind of showed it.
Yeah.
Although her carrying a bucket of something makes me feel like it is water or some type of, like...
Bunch of apples.
Spinal fluid or yeah, it could be a bunch of apples, could be a spinal fluid type of deal.
Could be like the Forbidden River or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that they'll give her that and she will then use the power but not know like what the repercussions of it are. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, well, you can take this and it'll give you lots of power, but like something bad might happen with it. And she's just gonna be a little kid and be like, okay, or like a teenager, like, sure, why not? And not realizing like it's gonna lead to like 2,000 years of chaos, turmoil, genocide, and agony and war. And that's where I'll lay my head on that one, but I don't know if I'm right or wrong.
I'm with him. I believe it's the devil of all Earth. I'm struggling to remember what Willie said about it. He didn't say like the devil wasn't real. It was just the Helos part wasn't real.
They never mentioned the devil in the big speech, really.
So
history starts with Titans roaming the world.
I think it's the devil met some girl who, just from that, I'm gonna go with she's blind or she has some disability, and was like, or like some trickery shit, like, hey, you eat this, you'll be healed or something, and then it just led to this.
Like, she does look blind to you,
That
right?
could be just like they're hiding her face. That's an anime thing.
Okay.
I don't see any eyes on her.
But like that would work. See, like the alien thing, I'm just saying more so for fun.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I do like for several episodes now. I've been.
Oh no,
talking
she has
about,
eyeballs.
She does. Well,
Yeah.
blind people have eyeballs.
Well, no, like an anime thing is they'll show this, but they'll gray out the eyes, so it's just the nose and mouth, and you don't see any eyes.
Okay. Well,
Just
even-
have
That's what it looks like
shadow.
from back here. It's just a shadow, but no, she has eyes. She does look blind to me.
Yeah. I am thoroughly surprised, and maybe it's smart for the show to still keep all its cards hidden.
Yeah.
But I just thought they would tease a little bit more
Same.
before jumping to the final thing, or at least like an after credits for this episode of like Eren's mental state, what's going on maybe with him, and like something that's happening behind the shrouds of it all,
or do what they did for when what was it, the Midnight Sun episode? Am I right? Where Eren and Levi's like, do you guys realize what you've just done? Something like that.
Or like
Repeat
a
of that.
future event, like
the aftermath
something
or
to look
something.
forward to, but you jumble the pieces and you don't know what really falls where.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know, I'm honestly, like, I know you guys are definitely wanting more, and I definitely want more too, but I am actually kind of like okay with where we're at, just because having like a feel of like what's going to happen, and knowing that as soon as we come back, we're going to be right into this huge battle between Reiner, Peaks, Galliard, the Marleyan army, and the Jaegerists, Zeke loyalists, and Eren. So
Yeah, before the video started, I was telling Will, I'm surprised I haven't like heard anything about like
this episode
like,
breaking the internet or something.
like any info being leaked out, because like we've talked on the channel, like I knew about there was going to be a shirtless scene with Eren that everybody goes crazy for. We even had hints of maybe like people that friend groups kind of splitting off and having different feelings about things. And then random things that have no significance, like the Cart Titan and Jaw Titan names. But, like, I would have at least assumed that I would have had some info, like, leaked through the comment section about, like, the finale. So it makes sense, because this isn't a... There's nothing wrong with this episode, but this is a pass to the next big thing. Like, this is the setup for... This makes me feel like the episode where Zachary died. The episode before Zachary died. There was like an episode during the season when I was like, it was okay. It was setting up for the things that are coming. This was a chessboard move episode. But I'm thoroughly excited for what's going to happen, because all our characters are now together in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're missing anyone. I think everyone...
Except for Levi.
Everyone we've had... That's true.
Yeah.
He is the trump card. He is the
fan favorite character.
Like they are probably hiding him, because whenever he shows up, he's just always too damn powerful for everything. He ends it before it's even a thing. Zeke, the most powerful person in this whole show that they proclaim as like a god, gets defeated by him in under. I mean, that's what's crazy about this. Everybody's talking about Zeke as this amazing, omnipotent person. He can't even make it 100 yards before Levi struck him down. As just this little fool with glasses that falls over on the ground.
He's got all the cheat codes.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just great, though.
I
Levi should be treated as a god in the show.
Yes.
I just wonder what... That's just the card
Yeah,
that
it
just
is.
blew up. I just wonder what, like... If him and Eren had to face off, now that he has the Armor Titan's ability, can he win?
Warhammer, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, Warhammer Titan. They both, like... have armor. It's frustrating. But that's my thing. Can Levi beat Eren with Warhammer Titan.
Oh, Levi. For some reason, I thought you were talking about Zeke going up against Eren.
No. I mean, Zeke clearly gets washed.
Yeah.
Zeke is kind of low-key the most useless
Titan.
hand-to-hand fighting.
Yeah.
Except for throwing rocks.
It's all long distance. He has no... Which is crazy. He beat Reiner in a fist fight, right? Or at least we can assume. He got thrashed in Shiganshi.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Remember?
Well, he might have... But
body completely, like, separated.
He could have just spawned Titans, too. We don't know.
That is true.
Good.
I just thought of this. Can Zeke change one of the 9?
The biology of him?
No. Just make him transform.
Like, force him into transformation?
Yes.
Maybe.
No, because he can only do the stuff to people that have his spinal fluid. That's like the thing with his.
Fuck.
It's like he has to have.
Because I was thinking like
he has to transfer his own essence in order to control his own essence.
They fucking tease Annie. Like, what is she relevant anymore, or is she just permanently stuck? The Jaw Titan's now here, so that could crack her open.
Probably a reminder to show that there's more pieces on the puzzle, the table to be used.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's one of the 9.
She could go either direction. Porco could show up and save her, and she could be for Marley and help Reiner because she's friends with Reiner. She could also join us. At this point, there's also no saying that Marley and the Paradise Crew will join up as well. Like, it could be Paradise, Marley against
Eren,
against the Jaegerists. And we might be seeing a lot of that this next season.
Imagine if they wake her up and she's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she might actually be in like a comatose state where she like can actually perceive what's going on around her. I kind of hope so because they just crack her open like next episode or like next season, and she's just like, "Wait, what's going on?" We have to spend like 40. We have to spend an episode explaining everything to her.
She just starts running again.
The last thing I remember, Eren was eating me, or about to eat me. Kind of like what Reiner, when half his head was blown off, he was like, "I remember I'm supposed to do something with Bertold."
Yeah, I forgot about that. Dang.
Hey. Oh, that doesn't work. I was gonna say that could be an answer. I know people always gloss over season 1 finale where they meld together and it's never addressed ever again. I was gonna go with he does have the Founding Titan, and the Founding Titan can change the biology of things.
Oh shit!
Well, he needs royal blood to do it.
I know. I was just trying to
God
maybe find a route of maybe to explain
smart.
it.
Unless
Eren from the future,
Annie,
who has the
Annie
stuff.
is a royal titan.
That as well.
Yeah.
I doubt it because she doesn't have Zeke's abilities.
It could also be the thing I was telling you about, like if Eren goes into the future, or Eren in like a couple episodes from now gets in contact with Zeke, he goes and influences things in the past, gives the Tatake Eren of that time the ability.
He does the Doctor Strange thing.
I mean, wait, so do you guys not think that he's not going back in time and affecting his own
No,
stuff?
I think he is. I just don't know in like what.
I'm saying every moment that Tatake's ever brought up.
Okay.
The fight moments.
That's
specifically three things
Just
that I always
that?
think of. I mean, maybe more, but the three things I always say are the Mikasa, the day of the Mikasa power, the boulder lifting and getting him out of the dream state wasn't just Armin, but mostly his own self, like affecting himself.
Yeah.
And then the beating Annie, who should have probably been a better fighter in that fight.
The only other thing I just am curious about is like, is it Eren or is it like? Remember how we talked about like the Titans?
Yeah, the
Hundreds of
previous
people.
users.
Yeah, the previous users, but even like the Titan spirit itself. Because like Eren Kruger mentioned,
That's what
I used to say.
That's what the Doctor was getting at, right? The Founding Titan has almost its own consciousness.
Are you talking about the stuff I used to bring up and like about how they might have their own like?
That's you and I both brought that idea of like each spirit of like the Colossal being its own being and having, because I mean it's not totally like baseless, because remember Eren Kruger talks about
That the Founding wants something.
Well, no, but that the Attack Titan has always been associated with freedom and has this like, it's always there for like certain moments, like it's like really important to like the grand scheme of the story, almost like its spirit is guiding the same thing along the way, you know what I mean? And you can even say that with like...
That's how I used to feel about Eren initially. Well, I used to bring up the Hulk conversation. That's how that Hulk conversation started, is I used to think his own Titan had its own willpower against Eren.
Yeah. So, I mean, we don't know per se, but I almost feel like it could be either whoever is the last user of the Titan going back, like if it's Falco, like let's just pretend it's Falco and him going back and affecting everything at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's Eren just going through time whenever he touches Zeke and he just goes, Tatsuki, do this, protect Armin and Mikasa, whatever his goals are. Or it could be like the spirit of the Titan making X, Y, and Z move. I mean, hell, it even could be like, remember how you're saying, which one of you said Ymir keeping them alive? Was that you?
Yeah,
Was that
the
you?
well thing, whatever.
Yeah. Just keeping them alive at their last second. Like maybe it's Ymir trying to like right her wrong of what she did. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like she's like making the shots and calling the plays. I don't know. I mean, I don't have too much to say.
Yeah,
Same.
I mean the only other things were Porco and Galliard and Peaks' goal was to try to eat Eren. It didn't go well.
Well, you brought up the thing. Like he caught some of his blood.
Yeah,
he bit his legs off.
I don't know if the blood
it has to be the nape.
I think it has to be wherever the conscious resides.
You have to ingest the person, not just a part of them. Because remember, if that was the case, then Eren, when he got bit by that first Titan, when we thought he died in season 1, when he got bit his leg, he would have turned into the founding attack Titan then and there.
So that's why I think it's always the spine unless you tell it to not be in the spine. Remember the Reiner thing, like.
Yeah, the conscious.
I hate that they haven't explained.
He was safe because he had transferred when Levi struck him to the lower half of his body where Levi wouldn't predict to hit with a sword. So with that mentality, Eren gets eaten by the Santa Claus Titan. Eren doesn't know about that stuff. It's still in his nape without him knowing. So it would have had to bite off his neck and ingest it, and he would have been... That Santa Claus would have been the founding Titan, which would have been crazy.
Yeah.
But... So, the thing with Lara Tiber, it doesn't matter because...
She got turned into a puddle.
Everything is getting consumed, and she will no longer have the conscious to decide what part is where it's hidden. So with Porco, like, we don't have to worry because he bit the leg. There's no way Eren has it in his bottom right foot right there.
Yeah.
Also, he's also super cocky. One, because he knows people aren't going to kill him, because when you kill him... It doesn't help anyone, any party, because now you just scatter 3 super powerful Titans across the world.
Yeah, now you just don't know where the nukes just went.
One of the children in one of the internment camps across Izuro or wherever Anya Capone's from. Like, it's a horrible choice to make.
Yeah.
So...
Also, their goal wasn't to eat him. They were trying... Well, their overall goal probably would be to eat him at some point, but their goal was to get him on the roof so they could call out.
For Porco to eat him.
Yeah.
They wanted Porco to eat
Galliard.
They literally said in the moment, like, oh, Porco lit up they lit up the smoke, so now we know where he's at, where the founding Titan
Galliard broke through the ceiling right where Eren was with his mouth open.
To let the Marleyans know where the founding Titan was so he could attack. So they could all attack him.
Yeah. But to ultimately eat him, though, right?
I mean, yeah, but they're not. We all know that they're not. They know for a fact. They know that I'm not going to be able to eat him. Peaks would have walked in that. Peaks could have turned into the Titan right then and there and just tried to snatch him and grab him off guard, bite him through the wall. True. So would Galliard. If Peaks could have walked by, peeked in the window, be like, okay, I hear Eren Yeager right there. So he comes out the hall. Galliard turns into the jaw and just and that's it. That would have been done.
Yeah. Also, I think there's enough evidence now to fully say Eren has definitely seen the future, because multiple times during this episode does he convey info of stuff that he was not present for and you wouldn't know unless you have visually seen it from the past, and then future wise, like when they ask him stuff he just acts dumb and coy. He also knows for a fact that Peak wasn't gonna kill him.
Do you know
what was the past thing that he knew? That he
Falco ingested Zeke's,
and he said
that could have been one of the Jaegerists.
Sure, but he says in a way of like, who knows? But the reason I say he probably
knows because Gaddy is like affiliated with him.
Yes, and then the next thing Peaks asks him is another thing in which he uses the same answer of I don't know.
Well, yeah, Zeke's ability, yeah. Because she's like, well, I'm surprised he wouldn't tell you out of all people because you seem to be the only person he trusted.
What was the thing you were going to say?
I was going to ask, do you think he actually knows everything, or do you think he just remembers certain things?
I think he knows everything about what he will experience. Not about the world, like omnipotent. I think he knows everything.
Just him.
Or at least a majority of things that he will run into, or what people that will take it on after him will run into.
Well, the only reason I question it is because he gets on the roof and they're like, do you trust this? Or they're walking up the roof and they're like, do you trust this girl? Yelena was saying that when she was walking out to like the edge to point out where the enemy is, and he says, don't worry, I don't trust her either, but we'll see what she does, essentially is what he said. And then she turns, so he's like, hey, where's the enemy? And she turns around and points at him. So it's like I feel like he knows like a bunch of things that possibly could happen, but he doesn't know like everything to a T.
It's probably like
Sure.
it's like Night Eye from My Hero.
Yeah, it could be that,
It's in
and
clips.
like you get clips. It could also be that, like,
Or it's something he would have had to search for.
or he's just playing his own role. Like, if he knows the future,
That's
then
very
he has to play out the dummy of
Yeah.
all his own role too. Like, he has to follow her up there because that's what Eren of the future does.
Yeah.
It's kind of like he's setting the destiny he's already seen for himself. Even
Yes.
if like you know that you get an upset stomach from a drink
You have
in
to-
2 days, you see the drink. I'm just gonna drink this drink. Surely it's not gonna like you know that it's gonna affect you. You're just playing it to play the role. I'm gonna
Yeah.
follow her to the roof because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Destiny.
Yeah. Except I'm just suggesting that he might have a window into his destiny.
Yeah.
He's just following through.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing. I mean, I'm not saying that he knows that he's about to get his leg bitten off, but maybe he does.
It's just a scratch.
And he's just
you know?
letting it happen because that's how it's supposed to happen. So that Reiner comes down and thinks that he has the chance to attack him, and then he eats Reiner.
Yeah.
Hence the I can't kill him right now.
Yeah. Which is still very interesting. So Reiner has something to do as well. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know. I still don't know what's up with like what he hopes to get from Reiner. Maybe to use him to get Annie to trust Eren. Maybe if he thinks he can get through to Reiner, that Reiner can help get Annie through to him. More people decide that you don't need to eat. Because you guys suggested that you don't know if he necessarily is going to eat all 9. I was always thinking he's going to eat all 9, but maybe it's not that.
I think it is.
Well,
Eren.
Oh,
eat all
Eren?
9.
I
I
feel
don't think
like
he cares.
I feel well, but here's
Like,
the
what do
thing:
you need the cart for?
Yeah.
well, maybe there's just something about possessing all 9 that we just don't know yet, because no one's done it since Ymir, so no one would know what secret power lies at the end of the tunnel when we have all the 9 together. It's just here's the thing: is like, again, we still have not heard Eren himself say. Now, granted, in that Zeke flashback, he was like, yeah, I used to think I wanted it to do this way and follow Dad's, like, will. But now I see I'm wrong. Are you for my euthanization plan? He's like, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? So it's
Eren,
like,
yeah.
it's just like, we still haven't, like, heard from his mouth, because he even, he says that I'm acting on my own free will. I'm doing what I want to do when he's talking to Armin. But we haven't heard him flat out say, I want to euthanize all Eldians so that they will all die at old age and no longer reproduce, and that this world will be free from them. You know what I mean? Like, he specifically hasn't said that, so that's why I'm still kind of holding out that maybe he's playing Zeke in the long haul.
What did he say at the end when Zeke started to cry?
Well, in Zeke's episode?
Yes.
Zeke just got...
Besides the whole, like, we're the brothers that should redo everything.
This season was setting up to make people think that Zeke has the master manipulation over Eren, but I think that scene is supposed to show that Eren is playing him, like, saying things that register to him that is meaningful to Zeke, because, like, the ideology both makes sense. Like, Zeke... Because Eren basically was following through on a plan and was comforting Zeke in that they were both right, and I think Zeke just took it to heart as like a brother who like understands him and just got emotional.
Yeah, because even Zeke was like, "Oh, I'd hug you right now, but we don't really know exactly what's going to happen if we do it, so let's not touch until we meet again." Yeah.
So take this ball, which doesn't make sense because I thought that like still his DNA is on it, just like how Historia touched the paper and was able to touch that Ymir had touched the paper. So I don't know.
Imagine he accidentally started the rumbling when he kissed Historia's hand. How wildly different the show would have been.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's the baby daddy now.
Yeah, I don't know either.
They never came back to that subject of which I thought was going to be super important.
Yeah, that's
Man.
another thing we have to get answered.
Maybe a part 2 thing. Why was Armin laughing?
Crying. I was wondering if we're supposed to glean anything from that.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
He said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys have been doing such a noble cause." Like, does he actually? I don't know. It was weird.
Is he
Can we go
playing
back?
them?
Can we go back to see exactly what he said?
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
He
Maybe
wants
it's
her
like, maybe
outside
it's
on her.
like
Just leave it off.
maybe it's like he was just trying to get her attention as a zealot and
Throw her off or something.
Somebody stole a key somewhere behind the frame.
Yeah.
I'm sure these episodes got like broken down of Easter eggs that you didn't realize you didn't see. For things for part 2.
Like, go. Can you go back just to see her whole explanation?
Is there no sound?
You.
人類史があと何千年続くことか分かりませんが、これほどの偉業を成し遂げる者が
Look at how like infatuated she is.
She's
神
insane.
兄弟
Yeah.
この先何千年も語り継がれる象
Talking
徴があ
about
るのです
Zeke and Eren,
古代の神々がそうである
like the
Gods.
gods of the past. Even after their deaths, they'll be seen as saviors who shone over humanity.
どうされましたか
But to think your cause was so noble.
尊いお考えが感動いたしましたそれはよかった嬉しいですあなたにも分かっていただけて
So
I
weird.
don't
Maybe-
know, man. I don't know.
Maybe he understands just because of like what he's been going through of like having to like murder, like commit like mass murder.
Yeah.
Maybe he just kind of like gets like understands the you know, because he's been wrestling with since season 1, like the whole like needing to become a monster to do
Monstrous things.
to save everyone. Like maybe he really does like feel that in his heart. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to glean from that.
Yeah. I don't have anything else much on this episode, but we can spend some time, if you want, talking about how we felt of season 4. Just to wrap up this season, as we have for the other seasons.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else on this episode per se?
No. Do you?
Nope.
Do you? You can go first if you want. Or
Oh, well, I was going to say, just like we normally do, why don't we say, like,
Favorite episodes.
3 favorite episodes, 3 favorite moments, and our top 3 favorite characters, and runner-up.
okay. So you want to do 3 favorite episodes this first?
If you know them, I don't know if I have to. I'm trying to
Yeah, I
think
have
through my
to
mind
think.
right now.
I need to see the list of the
I know.
episodes.
Thank you. I was like, I can't even remember their names.
So, the first fight, the train explanation, Reiner's past,
Backstory, yeah.
Willie appearing, Declaration of War, Warhammer episode fight, or Warhammer, Declaration of War, Warhammer appears, the fight, Sasha
death.
dying, the Marleyan
The
explanation.
flashback episode.
Yeah.
That was the episode I said that was the puzzle piece move. That's the
Yeah.
Historia's pregnant.
Yeah. This is possibly Eren's feelings on everything.
And everybody's drinking wine, too. That
It's the
episode.
Hizuru crew
Yeah.
showing
Yeah.
up as well.
Zoro Crew.
Zachary's death. This was sorry. No, that's the next one. This was Gabby and Falco's time with Kaya.
Yes.
That's Eren's Jaegerist movement beginning. The dinner party. Zeke versus Levi round 2. Soul
Zeke.
Savior.
Zeke's backstory, and then this episode.
Wow. Okay. There's a lot of good ones too.
Yeah, there's a lot of good episodes.
There's
this
a lot of
season.
good ones. There's one that I know I think is definitely my favorite,
Okay.
but I'm gonna save it till I decide what the other 2 are gonna be. Do you have an idea?
I have a rough, but I mean, like, it easily could change.
I can't even, like, put mine in order.
I mean, I'm
have
not
three.
putting mine in order.
I have
gonna put
three.
Okay. Yeah.
Then why don't we start with you, and maybe my feelings will take better hold.
My favorite was, this probably is number one, Assault.
Okay.
When Eren gets the
That's a
Warhammer.
good one.
Zeke's past is next.
Soul Savior, yeah.
And then Declaration of War. Just seeing Eren just be a total thug was awesome.
Yeah.
Now I gotta think of moments.
Moments is surprisingly easier for me than
Really?
Yeah, moments for me are definitely
There's a lot of
easier.
standout moments.
I really liked Warhammer Titan is where Zeke appears at the end, and then we're all like shitting our pants, right? Like Eren turns into Titan, and then he's waiting for Mikasa
It's
to pop up.
Porco shows up to try to bite him.
Yeah.
And then Levi.
Okay, so Warhammer Titan episode, that's one of them.
That was a good one.
I think my next one is Children of the Forest.
Oh, that was the dinner party.
Yeah, the whole dinner party, and then I don't know. Dang it! I'm doing that thing again where I want to say three.
No, you
three
can't.
3B.
You love Levi, so that one.
Yeah, but I kind of want to say Zeke's explanation just because we get to flesh out really.
Yeah.
The Soul Savior.
That episode's so fucking good. I watched that again in English. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I'm going to go against my gut with that one. Actually, I'm going to say the Savagery episode just because Eren, Armin, and Mikasa's talk, just kind of threw me for a freaking loop. Just like this whole season, it just threw me for a loop. So I just couldn't even understand. I still can't even put into words how I feel about how that whole thing went down. Soul Salvation is a great episode, though. These are all really good episodes.
Dude.
Why not have that be one of your moments?
This is literally so impossible.
Possibly.
This is so impossible. Okay, I'm going to start with Assault as my number 3. I love the fights. I love the reveal of Armin as the Colossal. I love Eren staring at Porco, whatever, just crushing him, and that whole battle,
that scene is
and
awesome.
eating it in front of everybody, and Reiner using what little will he has left to resurrect into a armored, or just the first real hints of Beast and everybody being scared of him, but he has secrets. Second episode, okay, this is kind of weird. And this is going against my gut, but I out of all these episodes, I keep thinking of it. I did kind of like the second episode, The Door of Hope, for some reason. It's getting to see how it's the second one, Door of Hope. Oh,
no, it's Midnight Train.
Midnight Train. I like Midnight Train because the first
like that one a
it's
lot
the first
too.
time you get to see the bad guys as just average everyday people who have these families that they go back to. There was a moment that really just hit me weird in the show where when they get off the trains and you just see all of them hanging out these kids who are supposed to become the big vet villains once they eat these young adults. And then you just see Zeke pass by, and you're just like, what? This is whack. The Beast Titan's just walking by on an average walk past them, and they're all about to go home to their individual houses and live a nice time together. I don't know. Something about that was just super wild to me. And then my favorite episode easily was there's no competition in my mind. Declaration of War was the best episode of this season for me. There's nothing better than Willie do the drums beating above them.
That
and then
moment's
them
so
just
good.
sitting hostage, Reiner just I don't know. We'll talk about moments, but that episode itself is just my favorite number 1.
Yeah.
Second one's contested though. That's always up in there.
Yeah. I easily could just flip all my answers because my other 3 that I was gonna say honestly was one. If I didn't say Warhammer, Children of the Forest and Savagery, and then possibly Soul Salvation. The other one I was going to say was Episode 1, Declaration of War, and Assault. That would be my other 3 that I really enjoyed. Yeah. It's too tough.
Damn it.
Alright, let's do moments. What are your 3 favorite moments?
I literally just had them all, and I just forgot them!
Okay.
Oh! I got one of them back.
in my head, it's really hard for me to... Okay, so are we saying moment is, like, one specific scene and, like, dialogue? Or are we talking about just, like... Well, they were all different moments because they happened over time. Whatever,
So why don't you just say the moment was their relationship through that episode?
Okay, fine, yeah. I mean, their relationship through that episode, for me, was, like...
Great moment of the
just
show.
Great moment.
Yeah, and it was just... It's nice to see, like, the bad guy... The perceived bad guy. I mean, I guess some people can probably spin it and say he's a hero. But, like, to see him have, like, a real, like... After seeing his trash father figure and seeing how he actually related to that man and how... It's kind of what was the catalyst to everything of what he did was kind of through this man and this man's point of view. Mm-hmm. That was, like, amazing for me.
Okay. Just for editing purposes, I now know I'm going to cut out my stuff and I'm just going to say right here for the people.
Okay.
If we're doing it how you're doing it, where it's like a thing that happened in the episode.
Yeah.
I'm going to say my favorite moments were the relationship between Tom and Zeke.
Okay.
The moments of Reiner and Eren being in contact with each other, because that's just makes it easier. That even though it spanned over 3 episodes, that moment of the show.
Yeah.
And then everything with Willie and Magath as my third.
Okay.
I like when the competent people or people that have chemistry. I think that's the 3 best moments in the show, is those 3 couples intermingling.
Yeah.
Easily the best part of this season.
Yeah, so I will say my 3 favorite moments are Zeke and Tom's relationship, just seeing him dealing with his horrible father figure, finding a new one, and then that being the whole catalyst as to, like, who he is as a person and, like, what he became. I'll narrow it down at least just to, like, the Reiner versus Eren convo in the basement, bleeding into the Willie. Because it's hard to not, like, look at that but not look at Willie's speech at the same moment because it's going on. So, like, that for me, just, like, Eren bouncing off of what Willie's saying, but also, like, relating to Reiner from what they both have experienced because they both have a very similar upbringing. And
I just fucked everything for me.
I will say...
Keep going.
I will say, like, honestly, it actually gave me chills thinking about it. That whole Sasha explanation at the dinner table in the Children of the Forest. I mean, honestly, like, I actually got goosebumps thinking about it again right now because, like, that I think that was, like, one of the most, like, powerful, heartbreaking, and, like, craziest moments in the show between, like, people screaming about whose fault it was, who loved who, the forgiveness on Sasha's parents' side, and then the all out, I am going to murder you from Kaya at the end of that before, you know, Mikasa and Armin step in. I mean, that whole episode was crazy, but that scene right there was just it was just perfect.
Yep, those are all 3 amazing.
Yeah.
Mine, Eren giving his reasons of what he's doing, him saying free will to Mikasa and Armin.
Table, that dinner.
That's a great one
dinner
too.
combo, yeah.
The whole, like, I was gonna go so specific. Armin going nuclear was amazing. That moment I thought was spectacular. So that's one. And the moment you realize Zeke is on our side.
Oh, that is
that
mind
That
blown.
episode, I think all of us were like, "What?" That episode, that scene was so awesome.
It was hilarious because I already had ideas about him being on his side, but
it still blew you
still
away.
how they did it confused the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Before we go any farther, can we all just agree and not put this in our top 3? The moment Levi appears in that episode
is pretty lit.
That is like, I mean, I felt like all of us jumped out of our seats because it was just like the excitement.
Porco?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great moment.
That's what I'm saying. Like when he appears and like it does the camera whip and he just flies right at the camera. That was the best action moment of the whole series or the whole season so far for me.
I'm pulling a Will. I'm adding a 4th moment.
No, you can't.
I'm doing it. No, you got to do it once.
You know what I'm saying?
It.
You know what I'm saying at the start of our 3. I am putting a caption of how much we love the show because of how we cannot decide on
Yeah.
any single thing.
All right.
I did this hoping we'd be nice and organized, and I have been completely unorganized.
Yeah.
Will has been somewhat organized, and Adam's been crumbling trying to figure out something over in the corner.
I mean, in fairness, I gave one top 3, and I was like, well, my other top 3 is this.
Well, then, but how you described the Tom thing, I was like, yeah, dude, I just gotta say everything Tom and Zeke, everything Eren and Ryan were together, and everything Willie and Mag have.
My fourth is when
Dear Lord.
Gallier gets his legs cut off, and you just see Eren standing there like, "You're screwed, dude.
Yeah, that
You're
was
screwed."
Or even the moment before that where, like, when he scratches it, he's like, so that's what I need.
Oh yeah, that was
And
so
he just
good,
looks
too.
over at the jaw.
It's like,
And that's when
ooh.
everything just gets super tense.
Even the moment when he crushes Lara is so good.
I just loved all of us were like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, Gallier's
There's
dead.
no shot he lived.
That was one of those oh moments.
Alright.
Top
I
3.
think this will be easier. Alright. Just to make life easy, we're deciding our top 10 because there's too many good characters in this season, and I cannot put it down to 3. So, here is my top 10 across the board. Let me know what you think of it.
Here's my top 10. You will not find Falco anywhere. No, not Falco. Here is my top 10. Right here. Let me know.
And here's my top 10.
I was going to say Flock, but then I wrote the joke, and I was like, whatever, forget it. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah. Well, since that will be out for the audience, I'm just going to say, since we can talk about characters we like, I think this is such a Reiner season. This was a great season for Reiner to flesh out his character.
Okay.
I think this was a great Zeke season.
That's what I was gonna say. More so than Reiner.
Well, but if you think about it, though, Reiner is the main focus from episodes 1 through 8, and then it's like Zeke is
the second
9
half.
to 16, which are both 8 episodes.
They basically took the time to take both of the villains and explain why they are who they are, which I thought was really nice. I think... See, I've never put Eren on a top 3 list for me, but it's never because I don't like him. I think he's just always been a great, solid protagonist in general. Like, rule of thumb, I've always excluded him from the top in my lists. He's never featured on any of our past tops just because I always thought he was such a great protagonist character. I think this season had a great ensemble. I think Willie was a fantastic quick addition. I think Magath was a nice quick side character, like ongoing side character, and I think Tom. I think across the board, all 3 of us love all 3 of those guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about Magath, but I mean,
I know, I enjoy Magus' character. He just, like, if I had to make a top 10 and I was picking out, like he probably would be 10 if he was on my list.
I can't wait. On the group chat, put yours, because I want to see all yours and dissect it and read it.
You
for
have to
myself.
post yours, too.
Oh, I'm putting it on here? Yeah.
No, I'm saying
in the
our
group chat.
In the group
You
chat,
got it.
so I can see
You'll
it, too.
have it.
Yeah.
It was just, I think this was a really great season for just fleshing out and getting to see the flip of the coin for a lot of characters that we might have felt a certain way about prior. So
Yeah. I mean, I will say so far for like this season and really this whole show, I mean, it's like been a crazy ride, like up and down. And it's sad to see that we're finally done. I mean, this is like our longest running show.
Yeah.
And it's taken us from... It's funny enough, it's taken us from 300 subscribers. It's not the only show that got us this far, but we've seen... when we started the show, we were at like 300 subscribers, and now we're at like 21K something. So it's like...
Thank you.
That, and it's also like our baby. Like, I feel like it's like grown with us. Even though it was already... we didn't grow it. It was already big before we even got here. But still, it just feels like we've grown with the story.
yeah, it's weird because I can't even imagine what it had to have been like for people who watched this back in like 2013, 2014.
What?
We're the titan that ripped open its stomach and put the show inside us.
Yes. We protected the show all this way.
But I just think this has to have been very interesting for people who like have been here since 2014 and then had the 2-year wait for season 2. 2 years to wait for season 2, and then 2018 was when season 3 came out, or at least some of it, because that's a long ass season. So people have been with this show for some time, which is crazy. At least 7 years.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've felt the longevity only in 1 year.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine. It makes sense. Good shows take a lot of nearly like a decade to build such a rabid fan base as this one has, just like Game of Thrones. I mean, that was a decade of a show as well. Yeah. I feel like I should say more, but I know it's just because I don't want this to end, honestly.
No. I think...
Alright, well, what do we expect? Well, fuck, we already kind of did that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do a top 3 of what I want to see. How about that? 3 things I want to see.
Rumbling is definitely on that.
I want to see a exchange of Titans. I want to see...
Another Titan War?
Not that, but...
Battle of the Titans.
Hour 9, whoever are currently possessing some of them...
Fight.
Shared to the next generation. Meaning, since Eren can't go, Porco, Peak, Reiner...
And Zeke.
Maybe Zeke, and the female Titan.
Oh, yeah.
All being possessed by potential new people, if that's what it comes to. I'm excited to see a rumbling take place. If it ever does, I would really like to. And the third thing, I really want to see where Eren's headspace is.
Yeah.
More so than any mysteries in the show. I want to see where he is. I want to know what...
I don't have 3. I have more than 3. What the fuck, dude?
Do your best, man.
Fuck!
I want to know where Eren's headspace is and how he really feels about everything.
Yeah. My 3 I really want to see. I want a like visual flashback episode representation of what happened at the very beginning of all this with Ymir. I want to see Eren's true, unadulterated, uncensored thoughts. Like, even if it's just an episode where he's sitting in a room by himself meditating, I want to see exactly what he's thinking. Even if it's a flashback, like episode 1, we start off, he goes to punch Reiner in the face, and it just cuts, and we just go back to him sitting alone on the bench in Marley Town, just like in Liberia, just trying to figure out what he's feeling. And number 3, I want to see, like, this is stupid because of course we all want to see this, but I want to see like a final resolution of like what is...
Will Titans like not exist?
Will Titans not exist? Like, is there an answer to this whole Titan shifter problem? Like, I just want like a final, like something I can feel whether I like the ending, like I like the end result or not. I want something that I can know in my gut that there's no question about what happened. Like a definitive choice that was made. A definitive choice, even honestly, even if it is the euthanization. Like, I don't like that. I hate that idea so much, and I think that's horrible. But if that's what comes, I just want it to be that clear and cut, and like it is what it is.
You don't want the show to end on a continuation of the cycle.
Yeah.
And more of what we already had.
I don't want a continuation of the cycle. Like, I personally don't really want it to be passed down unless it's like we're passing everything down to Falco and he fixes everything. Or, you know, it's either like all Titans are gone, everyone's a Titan, or we euthanize everything. You know what I mean? Like, or all of Eldia. That's like really where my head's at for it.
I want to see how Ymir got the god powers and how everything started at the very beginning. I want to see a great Titan battle, and with that, I want to see Annie actually do something and break out of her fucking shell and do something, and I want to see the rumbling.
Yeah, I really want to see that.
I feel like it'd be a troll if we don't see it at this point. I mean, it was hinted at the end of season 1 with the Titans on the walls.
All right, well, guys, we've come to it. There's nothing else after this until the show comes back. But for anyone who has stayed this long, a poll has come out, and by the time you're seeing this, a winner has been declared. Might as well check and see what it is right now, because it's pretty much damn near confirmation.
It ends tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
we can just say exactly what it is, I guess.
The poll still has 12 hours, but here's the fact of the matter for anyone who's staying and wondering what comes next for the replacement of the show till we come back.
Can I say it?
Yes, you can.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
We'll see you there. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like on it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below what your thoughts were on this epic cliffhanger. What are the top 3 things you're most excited for? Who are the big 3 standouts for you this season, character-wise? What were some of your favorite moments for the season as a whole? For the time being, we will see you in the next video.
And thank you everybody for sticking with us. We love you guys.
Love you. Punch it! Bow!